Hi everyone, my name is Hawken Miller and I am here with Cure Duchenne, and I have experience both in healthcare journalism and also living with Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy, so I'll kind of give my tips and walk you through this new beta site. So right now we're on the old site, Clinicaltrials.gov. So if you click right here, that'll send you to the Clinicaltrials.gov beta site. And before we go there, it's important to note this doesn't include all clinical trials, but includes over 400,000 of them across 50 states and over 100 countries. So I'm going to click on this, and this will take us to the beta site. And the first thing you see is this search bar where you can search by condition or disease. You can use other terms, and you can also search within the location, and you can use your current location if you have enabled location services on your Mac or PC. So I'm going to go ahead and type in Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy here. Okay, so I can do that. I can also hit other terms. Like I've said, I've looked at other terms like heart attack, vamorolone, and other non-related terms. Breast cancer, you're probably not going to search that with Duchenne, but there is that option. And you can also search with location terms. So I'm just going to search for Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and we will see what the results are here. So there's about 362 studies. If you want to narrow the results, you can obviously narrow your search here on the left-hand panel. You can scroll down to study status, which will tell you if the trial is recruiting, not recruiting, if it's still looking for patients. Also eligibility criteria, which is very big for Duchenne patients because a lot of patients are excluded because of their age. So it's important to look into that. You can go through pre-selected ranges of age or manually enter the age that you're looking for or the age range that you're looking for. And these you can go through study phase, study type, study results if you want to even get further in the weeds and narrow the search even more. Let's narrow it to recruiting and see what the studies are. So here's a few options. So here's one for Duchenne muscular dystrophy. You can click in here and see a number of different items. So you can see the study overview. That'll tell you what the enrollment is, who is sponsoring the study. I believe it should show it down here. You can also see the contacts and locations of the study and where it's being done and who to contact. And so that's for a study that's still recruiting. So we can also take a look at a study that has completed and look at those results. So this is the completed one that I was talking about. So if you look here, if it's green and recruiting, obviously it's recruiting. If it's completed with results, you can actually see the results. And you can click into here and get a more summary view of what's going on. So get the study overview, which I said before for the other study that we looked at. You can see the summary, a detailed description for those of you that want to get in the weeds, and context and locations, of course. So I want us to look at the results posted here. So you can look at study results posted if the results are posted, of course. Sometimes there won't be any results, and that's because the study is still ongoing. So this gives you a good overview of the different treatment options, placebo, vamorolone, prednisone. What I want us to look at here is the outcome measures, because that really tells us what is happening. And so here it's a lot of data, but essentially they're looking at the change in how many rises a patient can do in 1 second. And so in this case, it's between the change from the baseline to week 24 in the people with the placebo. The patients with the placebo was negative, so they actually decreased in their number of rises they could do in 1 second. Versus vamorolone, the treatment group too, that was getting this new steroid, they actually improved over that 24-week period and increased by 0.054 rises in 1 second. So you can go through and see this for many studies that have been completed and understand approval might be and why this particular treatment was successful. And I'm going to take us back now to the search results. And one thing to note, the card view is great. This gives you a lot of information, but you can also change it to table view. And this will allow you to see a little bit of a bird's eye view, the NCT number, which categorizes each clinical trial on the clinical trial site, and the status, conditions, interventions, and the sponsor. You can also, if you want, manage the columns. So you can deselect NCT number if that doesn't matter to you. You can deselect the sponsor. But if you're curious about, let's say, age, for example, you want to make sure that you're going to be able to be included in that trial. So you can do that. And then you can also, if you so choose, download this table yourself into a text file, a CSV file that you can use in Microsoft Excel or JSON, which is a type of programming language. So that is, in a nutshell, what Clinicaltrials.gov is. And if you are interested in learning more, you can go to the resources page and say learn about studies, click on this, and this will give you a little bit of an overview about what clinical trials are if you're just getting into this. If not, you probably know everything that's on here and you probably don't need to take your time to read this. But that is the Clinicaltrials.gov beta website. Let us know in the comments if you have questions, and please give it a like and share if this was helpful to you. Thank you so much.